Hi, Colin. Is the music too loud? I tried a thing that makes the music a lot louder because I realized in my previous streams the music was way too quiet. Is the music a good volume or is it loud or is it quiet? It's a bit loud. Well, let me turn it down. Is that good? Hopefully that's good. Good there. Okay. If it gets too loud or too quiet, tell me and I can adjust it. First Piffin stream? This is a Puffin stream. What are you talking about? This ain't no Piffin stream. I might also play Sky Battle later, but we'll see how I feel. Wait, what? Is this the Parkour 380? Yeah, it is. How'd you know? Do you see that? I turned the volume up while doing parkour and not moving my mouse. My head was off my mouse, so it's actually kind of... What's that one thing that guy says? He's like... That was... Oh, what does he say? Oh, there's something I'm thinking about. That was... Skillalicious or something. I don't know, man. There was something he said. Hey, Sky Battle, heck yeah. I played Sky Battle for the first time a few weeks ago and it was actually kind of fun. It's much more... There's a lot more sweats than there used to be. Because I think all the players who weren't sweats died and didn't have funds, therefore stopped playing the game, which makes sense. But then the guys that were... Well, fun's an interesting word to use, or fun in quotations. The people that were succeeding continued playing it, so now it's just sweat. But it's still kind of fun, because every once in a while you get a really good game, or you get a cool, like, TNT cannon. Even though everyone's a freaking sweat nowadays. Ooh, that was clean! You know, not playing parkour in, like, months, I'm actually doing pretty decently at this. I almost fell right when I said that. That would have been so awkward. How would I fall though? Because I am become parkour. It's impossible for me to fall. I've been listening to a lot of albums recently. I think on album of the year I have like 230-ish now, which is pretty good in my opinion. Especially because if you went a year ago, I probably would have only had like 50 albums that I actually knew well. Because I didn't, or probably less than 50 actually. Because I didn't really listen to albums, I would just listen to songs that I liked. But I think listening to albums is so much more rewarding, and you can really expand your music taste much more listening to a full album than listening to just like the classics, the hit songs. Still a slut? What the heck? Oh, okay, well, this will disprove I'm a slut because this is like the world's most idiotic level. Let's see if I can do it. There used to be a technique. Oh. Oh, okay, if I did that first try, that would have actually been crazy. Have you heard the album Ants from up here? Or up there? Yes, I have. I have not listened to it in its entirety, though. That'll be one I gotta hit eventually, because I know that's a great album. I've heard many good things about it. Normally when you... Almost every album that's like, people are like, this is an amazing album, I at least somewhat like. There's only like one exception I can think of. But normally when everyone's like, this, you gotta hear this, it is pretty good. There we go. That actually was easier than I remember it being. Yo, I'm trying so hard to get you on here, man. On where? Sup? What is up? I never knew how to respond to that, like, sup. Because it's like, do you just go like, hey? Because that's how I used to do. People would be like, what's up? And I'd be like, well, no, what would I say? They'd be like, what's up? And I'd be like, I'm good. I'm doing well. But I realized, like, wait, that's not even... That's not a proper response to that question. Because what's up means like, what are you up to, right? So saying I'm fine isn't a proper response, I don't think. Unless I'm overthinking this. I think you're supposed to say like, sup back. Unless I'm in the wrong there. Have you listened to Teens of Denial? I've heard some songs from Teens of Denial. Axoplasm, if you know Axoplasm from my videos, he's a big Cursing Heteros fan, so he showed me a few of their songs. And they're pretty good. I'm not the biggest fan in the world, but like, I'm sure I'd enjoy them more in context of their album, but like, they were fine, they were good. So I assume I'd like the albums if I heard them. Oh, that was a major time loss. There we go. Why choose a guest on podcast? We just did Rovent and Evanville. I know Evanville, I do not know Rovent. They say sup back, and then I say nothing. Yo guys, big news. I'm going to J. Cole's Fall Off tour. Oh, I died. Oh, I died again. Oh, I died again. But I got tickets, so that will be cool. That's pretty soon, actually. It's in a couple of weeks. So I'm very, very much looking forward to that. Is that a possible jump? I'm not sure if it is. Like that? Oh, I don't know. I think it is, but it's a hard jump to do. Oh, I don't know. It's not worth it. I think that's just easier. Man, I freaking died again. That's like those Ebony the King's Returns ads. Like, man, died again. What did they say? I used to have the script of that memorized. It was like, man, died again. Don't you hate all those ads? And then when you download it, it's nothing like that game they show in the ad. We'll try Ebony's The King's Return. And then it says something else, I don't remember. It's something like that. I had it memorized because I used to DM Dungeons and Dragons games. And for this one group, we just would, every time it was their birthday, or like either of their birthday, it was 2 people, I would do like a one-shot. And we just would do the most stupid possible idea for a one-shot every time. And one of them was like, it started off as a normal D&D game, and then slowly they realized they were just in an Ebony the King's Return ad. And like one of the NPCs was like, I had the whole script memorized, I just had one of the NPCs say the entire script, and then he ran and they got like burnt by lava. And also I had it so Minotaurs, if they hit you, you automatically die in that run. And then everyone called Minotaurs like, what was it? In the ad, there's like a Minotaur, and like, what? What do they say? They're like, what? They're like an ogre or something, or like an orc. I don't remember what they say, but it's just a completely wrong creature. It's so funny. Anyways, that was a crazy tangent I just went on. Can I? No, I can't do that. Actually, I like this genre of music for streams. I gotta use this genre more for streams. It's very chill, but it's not too chill. And it doesn't have lyrics, hopefully. And it's not extremely happy-go-lucky. I haven't played D&D in a long time. By a long time, I mean like a few years, but I guess that's a long time. To be music, that's what I'm saying. There we go, sub 5 still, that's all that matters. We don't gotta be fast. Do I have my normal skin on? I just checked tab, I swear I had not my normal skin on, but I guess I did. It'd be weird if I didn't. I have a question. What is your question? Ooh, that was cool. That was the little thing the song did. Ugh. I know it's a possible jump. I gotta retry this. How's your day been? Honestly, not great. But now I've become parkour, so it's fine. That's how that works. I keep like head hittering off that first slab, and it makes the jump all wacky, but it works somehow. Oh, it's not worth it. I know that's a possible jump, but I'm not gonna go for it. Back in my prime, I would have hit that. Hi parkour, hello Skybetta. Oh. Oh, wait, is this maybe I was thinking that, 'cause that's a lot easier. And it's like almost as fast. I don't know. Congrats on being parkour, thank you. It's a big accomplishment. Oh, I died. You guys would not believe the heat waves in like the US and Europe right now. I heard all the Europeans and Chile complaining about them. I was like, haha, you guys gotta deal with your freaking like record-breaking shoes melting to the ground heat, and I just gotta chill my not heat wave, and then a giant heat wave hit like the US. So now who's laughing now? I guess no one, because everyone's dying of heat. Good live for Pride Month. So thank you for being parkour. Thank you. I can't believe they ended Pride Month. It's actually messed up. It was like the hundreds for me earlier. Yeah, it's pretty hot. I went outside for like 5 seconds today because I'm a Minecraft YouTuber. No, I went outside for like 5 seconds, and I was like, I'm gonna get sunburned if I stay out here for any longer than 5 seconds. So I went back inside. I also get sunburned very easily, so that's also, you know, just a mix of bad things. Sunscreen's gotta be one of the best inventions that we've had in like... When was sunscreen invented? I bet, I like nearly guarantee you the freaking like ancient Egyptians probably had some like stupid sunscreen stuff that they used that was made of like 500 plants or something. I swear the ancient Egyptians had every single thing that we have modern day, but just like a different version. Like, I used to be a big ancient Egypt like I guess addict, I don't know the right word, enthusiast when I was younger. And I would do all these research, and they freaking had everything, man. They had police forces, they had like toothpaste and toothbrushes, they had freaking, I don't know, I don't remember, but they have so much stuff, man. They probably had sunscreen. I would bet money that they had some form of sunscreen back then. Just the ancient Egyptian stuff. They like gate kept it. They wouldn't show it to anyone. Sunscreen parkour ancient Egypt. That is so true. Why should I change the number? I changed the number 1 to Pride Month? What does that even mean? Oh, as the best invention? I mean, it's like, I guess, is that kind of, it's like a concept. I don't know if it counts as an invention. Oh, there was a more efficient way to do that I remembered back from the olden days. Biffin, you have solo survival world? I mean, yeah. I don't really play it though. I used to, and also it's on an older version, so I'd have to like update it, and I don't want it to get corrupted, so I probably won't do that on stream right now because it would probably take some time to like update it to newer versions. Because it's like old, like I haven't logged on in a while. It's like 1.20 still or something. Like it's not even 1.21. Man, this is a hard jump. Hopefully I will get one more video out before I go to college. That's the hope. I could tell you guys what video, but I'm sure you guys could infer or guess. Hopefully it'll be good. I think you guys will like it. We'll see though. You can never really know until it's actually out. I think a good test is because my fans are generally pretty supportive. So when I post a video, people will like be like, "Yo, Piffin, this video is so good. Like, this is amazing." And then it's like, I don't know how to explain this, but sometimes you can just kind of tell if they're just saying that or it's like actually a good video. I don't know. I guess it's because of people will talk about it like later down the line, I guess, if that makes sense. Normally you can just kind of tell from that. Hello, JDF. What's your favorite type of cooking? Why is it chocolate chip? It's actually it might be chocolate chip. Chocolate chip's like just like so like nostalgic. I was gonna say snickerdoodle, but probably chocolate chip. I don't really eat cookies though, but if I had to choose one, it'd gotta be chocolate chip. Is it Project or Mulholland? You think I'm gonna do 2 Mulhollands back to back? What is it, 2024? The most recent Mulholland had me on the edge of my seat. Like, yeah, it was a pretty fun Mulholland. To be honest, that one was recorded like a month before I uploaded it. So I kinda had forgotten it was good. Like I kinda just thought it was another generic Mulholland video. So I was just kinda like, yeah, I'll edit this, why not? And then as I was editing, I was like, wait, this one was actually pretty good. This is actually one of my better Mulhollands. And I think the editing was nice. It was not, it wasn't over the top or anything, it was pretty simple. And I think that works well for the Mulholland style. Matt Loppet actually said something to me in VC. He said, when he found my Mulhollands, he really liked it, but not necessarily because of like the reason he thought he liked it so much and why it stood out so much to him was because he obviously found like the popular one, the one with like a few 100,000 subscribers or views. And the editing on that video is so simplistic, and it made me realize something that I haven't ever really realized, is that so much, like, you have like people like Etho or like, stuff like that where their editing is still pretty simplistic, but for the most part, any new Minecraft YouTuber that is getting like a good amount of views has that like really, most of them have that very hyper editing, very complex editing, which there's nothing wrong with. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but the Mulholland's super simplistic, and it kind of made me think, like, oh yeah, that's interesting, actually. It's interesting that Mulholland managed to do so well while being an extremely simple video. It's pretty much just cuts and music. That's pretty much not. I mean, cuts, music, and a little intro. That's not a super over-the-top intro or anything. It's just, like a little basic intro. And that's interesting to me. Is it Pimp Games 2? Pimp Games 2 is going to take so much work to edit. I don't know if we're getting the... Don't hold your breath for a Pimp Games 2 video from me. That's all I'm going to say. It went amazingly. The Pimp Games 2 was... I might have liked it more than Pimp Games 1. But you're probably not getting a video from me. So I know someone has been working on a video for it. I'm not going to say who, just in case they don't end up doing it, because I don't want people to be like, whoa, this person's making a video. But, they showed me, like, the first, 7 minutes of it, because that's what they edited, and it was my favorite video from that person. I'm not going to say who it is, obviously, but, they have some good videos, too, so it wasn't just like, oh, this is my favorite video from you because all your videos suck. It's like, no, it's actually just a super good video. But yeah. This jump I never understood. This jump is, actually impossible. I have to cheese it every time. I don't know how to do it right. Look at this. Why am I falling on the chain? Is there a barrier block, or am I just slippy dip? Okay. You have to cheese it, okay, well. Also, hi Linus. Have you touched MCSR ranked at all? When it first came out, but that was a year ago. Or not a year ago, that was 2 or 3 years ago, I feel like. Okay, what's the proper way to do this jump? It's Okay, I mean, if that didn't lag me back, I would have landed that, but it lagged me back. Okay, so they fixed that. So how do I do this jump? I actually need to learn it now. What? Is it actually just this? Oh, wait, that was easy. Okay, well, I'm at 410. I gotta reset anyways. I'm not gonna be able to finish in time. Will you do another season of Cheap Life? No. This season of Cheap Life is my last life series ever. I think finales of that will come out relatively soon. Like maybe this weekend? Or I think this weekend. I think there was talks of them like waiting another week. But I don't think they're going to. Yeah, this is a nice little genre. I like this genre. Oh, also, Minion UHC is over. I think you guys... I don't know if you guys actually know what Minion UHC is. It's ethereal. Yes, it is. In a perfect world, I would make a video on Minion UHC because I had a lot of fun with it. But I don't know if I will. Because it'll be a lot of work. And I'm busy. But we'll see. It might make it a video. I think it would be a good video. Maybe I'll do maybe I'll like split it into like 2 or 3 parts or something. I don't know. It sucks though because I missed the last 4 weeks. Because I had stuff going on, which is unfortunate. Star Snow Leopards Challenge. What are username? Beside Hurdles. The names of these courses are always so funny. Man, I don't know what I should call this. What's this one called? The Emerald Likers Challenge. Sounds like a a YouTube title you'd see in like 2016. Or not the movement demon? Alright, man. Get banned from my chat. The Clawing Cross. You could call it like the glass cross, or I don't know, I guess the Clawing Cross is the perfect name for this. I can't do this. How do you pull 30 viewers on your Sunshine stream, bro? I don't know. I'm not even talking about anything interesting, and I'm just like failing parkour jumps. I really don't know what these people are here for, but hi, people. I don't know what you see in this, but I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're hopefully enjoying the stream. I mean, it's hard to read chat and become parkour at the same time. Do you sign a major for next year? No. There we go. I've approached high swivel. I hate this level. Okay, let's see if I can recreate my past success. No, I can't. Pivot 3 and Pivot 3 are my cover streams. Pivot 3 doesn't even stream though. You don't hate this level? I do. Hate is a strong word. I do hate it. The only pivot stream I would do is if I get creator rank on MCCI, which I've already applied for, but it takes a while. So like the whole process takes a while. Actually, quite a while, but I won't go into that. Mildly dislike? It's a lot more than a mild dislike. I'll tell you that much. Maybe I just mildly dislike all parkour. I hadn't ever considered that. Oh, I did stream myself watching Silent Life. That was fun. That was a good stream. I hope you guys enjoyed that stream. I don't really remember what I said in it, but I'm glad I did that stream then, because if I didn't do that stream, that would all be lost, because I totally would have forgotten everything about the process of making that. I mean, I'm sure I'd remember some of it if I went back and watched it, but like, yeah, I'm sure if I held back on that stream for another month or two, I would have forgotten majority of what I listened, or what I mentioned. Please give me the 5-minute time. Holy cow, that's so close. Okay. First 5. Who's Pete? Heck yeah. Blue said that she might stream reacting to Silent Life 2, which I would love to see, but I guess we'll see if she does that. Hi Piffin 300 and freaking 80. Hello. Whoa, Sands of Time. I just realized this looks like Sands of Time. Penguin 1472 challenge. It should be called Sands of Time challenge. Ooh, that was clean. Oh yeah, we do Spibble. That is something we should do soon. Preferably before Sunday. Chain walls. Really hope we had Scenes of Time. I feel like the only way Scenes of Time would work is if it was a solo game. Because Scenes of Time is so communication heavy, and if you don't have, like, if it's a team of 4, you're not gonna be able to actually communicate with them. Where's the worst injury you've ever had? Either in like 6th grade when I got kicked by, or someone kicked a soccer ball into my like face, and then I was like, oh, that hurt, but it's fine. I'm just gonna keep playing because I want to keep playing. And then I couldn't see out of one of my eyes very well. And someone looked at me and was like, hey, are you sure you're okay? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I don't know. And then the teacher looked at me and was like, yeah, you gotta go home. So they sent me home. And on the way back, I was walking to the classroom and saw one of my friends. And they looked at me and they're like, hey, what's up with your eye? And I was like, what do you mean? And then got to the car and my mom picked me up and she took a picture of my eye so I could see it. And it was like, I guess if you don't like hearing about eye stuff, you should probably mute the stream for the next 2 minutes. But the eye, like, you know the colored part of the eye? There was a line through the middle of it, like horizontally. And at first we were confused what that was, but after we went to the doctors, we figured out it was because there was internal bleeding in my eye, and that it had filled up with blood. Like that part of my eye had filled up with blood. So, and that was what the color was. And then they thought I was gonna lose vision in my eye for a while, but I didn't. And then also I had my second, I guess this isn't really an injury, but I had a very bad eye problem. I want to call it an infection, but it's not really an infection. That I had to get surgery on twice. But it's resolved for now. Hopefully it won't come back again, because it did come back like twice. But this is the longest I've gone without it coming back. So it might actually be gone for good, and I pray it is. Actually I might be cooked, because it first came when I was like 4 years old. They removed it. And then it came again like when I was like 16. And then at 17, we got the surgery to remove it, which was, I've talked about that surgery before. I won't go into super detail, but I was fully conscious for the whole thing. They like gave me a shot in my eye to like numb it. And then they did a lot of stuff. If you really want to find that, you can go dig into the old VODs. I don't know why you would want to find that, because it's kind of disturbing. But the second surgery I had, which was much, less long ago, that was like a few months ago, was, I had anesthesia for that one. So that one wasn't as bad, because I just went to sleep. Although it was kind of annoying, not annoying, but I had to wait in the waiting room bed for like, it It was like 3.5 hours, and I was just listening to music and like waiting in suspense for like 3.5 hours. Hi, too perfect, yeah. Is this what? No, no. Both I thinks are completely unrelated from each other. Both I thinks were completely unrelated. For the first one with the soccer ball, though, I had to wear this like eye patch for like a few months, and I couldn't look at when I got it off. I couldn't read anything or look at anything that was like closer than like 3 feet to my face or something. I don't really remember. For like a good few months, but I didn't lose vision, so that's fine. What's my worst injury in recent memory? I don't think I've had actually. I've been kind of lucky. I haven't really had that many bad injuries recently. I broke my arm when I was much younger. I was like 6 years old. But obviously that was a long time ago. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've had a particularly bad injury in a while, which is nice, I guess. Is there gonna be Silent Life 3? There's not gonna be Silent Life 3. Oh. I shipped and fell to a meta run and switched right here. Oof. That's pretty rough. You even want Silent Life 3? I don't know. I'm sure some people do. There's a geometry YouTuber that's fully blind in one eye. That's pretty impressive, because I know that fully like destroys your depth perception. So that's pretty impressive. I guess I don't know if you need depth perception for Geometry Dash, because I guess you only need to look at a 2D surface. So maybe you don't. I don't know. I don't know how that works. Snow Leopard's Challenge. Or I think there was more to the name that I don't remember. My brother's playing golf once, and my little brother was playing a golf tournament, and the brother accidentally swung him in the eye with the driver. Oh, that's like death if that happens. I feel like that seems like a very not good injury to get. Oh, I do bite my lips. I've been biting my lips too much, and now it was like bleeding earlier, and I was like, that's probably not good. And now my lips hurt. I've been trying to use chapstick more. Which I have been doing, but I guess I need to drink more water, I think. 'Cause I think I use chapstick enough. I think I just need to drink more water. Oh, I guess that's not an injury, but I have had quite a few experiences with dehydration. My throat died. Maybe that's part of me not drinking water. I've had experience with dehydration a lot. I'm bad at remembering to drink water. Maybe in Bonus Life Season 6, I've freaking never heard of Bonus Life in my life. I don't know what Bonus Life is, and I'm not ever playing any more Life series, so obviously I'm not in Bonus Life 6. I bite my fingers. Luckily I don't bite my fingers, so I'm happy I don't do that. I got hit by a car once. There was this, for some reason I feel like I got hit by a car, but I obviously didn't. I think maybe I had a dream I got hit by a car or something, because for some reason I have a memory of me, like, I have like a very, very vague memory of like me getting hit by a car, but I obviously did not get hit by a car. My friend got dragged 200 feet by a car and survived. Good for them. Well, not good they got dragged 200 feet by a car, but good they survived. I've almost got hit by many cars growing up. I mean, I've had a few close encounters with cars, but like nothing too bad. When I was taking my, when I was getting driving training, I actually went like 40 miles per hour in this like 10 mile per hour zone. That was pretty scary. My driver was like, slow down or we're going to die. And I was like, okay, well, thank you for being like literal. Because, I mean, you could've, like, he could've just been, like, slowed down, but he really got the point across. He said we're both going to die if you don't slow down, so, you know. So I used to know at school got half their body stuck in a boat mode or something. That seems pretty bad, too. My take for getting close to moving vehicles, I don't want to. Oh, yeah, that's actually something. Whenever I hear someone kick a ball, like a soccer ball, I instinctively will, like, turn around or, like, duck my head. And it's definitely because I didn't used to do that. It's definitely because of me getting hit in the face that one time. It's kind of interesting how that happens. It's like just one experience of that, and it's like, oh, now every time you ever hear a soccer ball get kicked, you're gonna duck your head. Oh my gosh, when I was younger, my mom tells a story sometimes. She left these shoes out in the grass for like an hour, and like by accident. And then we were like, she had to get in a car and drive a few hours to a different state. So, because she was like moving, I think. So she threw the shoes in the back of the car, drove, and then like checked the shoes, and the shoes had like hundreds of ticks in them, like just filled to the brim of ticks. And she was like, oh crap, like that's not good. So she like left the car for a few hours to like find something to kill them with or like do something. And she's like, oh my gosh, the entire car is gonna be ruined. They're gonna be all in the carpet. The shoes are gonna be ruined. Like everything's gonna be horrible. Comes back, not a single tick is in the shoe. Checks the whole car, not a single tick is in the car. She still doesn't know where those ticks went. Or if she like hallucinated them or something. But it's such a strange like story. Ticks are evil. Ticks are like bottom 5 bugs. I do a lot of walking around at night, and it's hard for kids to see me. So you should have one of those like reflector things. Those make it like so much safer to like go out at night. I'd really recommend getting those, especially if you like regularly walk at night, because cars really cannot see you if they're not paying attention. Man, I used to be so good at this level. Man, I'm so sad because I can't even swing anymore. I get motion sick. I used to not get motion sick, but now when I swing, I get motion sick. So I can't even swing anymore. Swinging was like top 5 physical activities. You got like walking, swinging, ultimate frisbee. You know, I used to do fencing. That was fun. Maybe I'll have to do that again. I haven't done that in a long time. That was actually surprisingly fun. I don't remember anything from it though. I have to start from scratch if I did that again. I love ultimate frisbee. Ultimate frisbee is like one of the best sports ever. I love the amount of respect in ultimate frisbee. I feel like too many sports are like us versus them, but ultimate frisbee is really just like, even if you're competing against another team, everyone's kind of just like on the same team and is like chill with each other. Like there's like, one of my least favorite things about like something like football or something is I remember like being in football and stuff, and like I would accidentally like foul someone or something, and I would always be like, oh hey, I'm so sorry, I accidentally fouled him, like do whatever. And then they would be like, the people would be like, why'd you like say that, like we can get away with that, or like, you know, like fake them fouling us. And it's like, what, like that's so unsportsmanlike, like faking something like that. But then turns out that's like a regular thing that people do. But ultimate frisbee, it's like if you accidentally like touch someone, you're like, oh hey, stop, I fouled them. So that's why I like ultimate frisbee so much. It's just so much more, it's so much more respectful. Also, it's just more fun. And you gotta run fast and feel the wind. Like, I mean, I guess you gotta do that in other sports too, but like this thing special about ultimate frisbee. Seeing the frisbee like fly through the air and then like following the wind and like where it goes. I don't know. It's just something so fun about that. It's kind of whimsical almost. Like a flying disc, and also all the different types of throws you can do. Also, I swear, I'm not saying this, I wanted to record myself playing Ultimate Frisbee to prove this to people because they didn't believe me. I gotta be one of the best Ultimate Frisbee throwers of like, frankly, of all time. I'm just gonna say it. I gotta be one of the best Ultimate Frisbee throwers of all time. Catchers, I'm fine at catching. I'm fine at the teamwork. I'm fine at all that stuff. I'm like average. But throwing, there ain't no one better in the United States. I'm telling you right now. I will like see my teammate guarded by like 5 people on the opposite side of the field. I'll throw a throw, goes perfectly past them, gets caught by the wind in the perfect way, goes right to them in the most perfect spot, and then they still will drop it anyways. Then I'll be sad, but like, man, you gotta believe me on this one. You know, this is like my crowning achievement of my life. Back during 8th grade, we were playing this big Ultimate Frisbee like tournament thing, and it's like we're all at the end zone, like our end zone. We're about to score. We're really close to scoring. Someone throws the frisbee, but it's like they threw it to me, but they threw it off, and it's like I'm not gonna be able to get it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't get it. But what I do is I'm like, I can dive. I'm gonna dive for it. So I dive. I like jump, catch it in midair. And then I see the person in the end zone. Like, I see someone open in the end zone. In mid-air, while still in the midway to the dive, I threw the frisbee and went straight to them, and then they dropped it. Like, it went, like, it touched their hands and they dropped it. I was like, oh my god. But that was gonna be, like, most crowded. I gotta, like, hype myself up for that one. That was the best Ultimate Frisbee moment of my life. There's this one guy on the team who was so fast. You could just be like, at the start of the field, and just be like, hey, run. And then he would just sprint, and then you would just like, throw it as hard as you can, and he would somehow like catch it and get a goal. Like, he could have been a, like track runner if he wanted to, but he didn't say he's Ultimate Frisbee, which is the world's fastest person ever. Just hard because you throw as hard as you can. Can PM code Ultimate Frisbee? I hope so. I gotta tell him to do that. PM said sure. I don't know how you're gonna code that. I gotta play more Ultimate Frisbee, man. I haven't played Ultimate Frisbee in such a long time. I would love to play Ultimate Frisbee with people. I gotta find somewhere to play Ultimate Frisbee. What's something random you're super passionate about? Ultimate Frisbee. No, I guess music. Music's probably like the main thing that I do nowadays. Or like, I just, most of my days are just spent listening to music now. Like, I probably spend more time listening to music than time not listening to music. Actually, I definitely do. It's probably not very close either. Okay, after this course we become parkour. Oh, I messed up. What about sleep? Oh, I thought I said waking hours. I have not said waking hours. Not including sleep. I can imagine not having silence for that long. I don't like silence most of the time. Silence life. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Oh, this is like a harder jump than I thought it was. There we go. Biffin, you would be good at geometry dash? I don't think I would be. I guess in a sense it's kind of like Minecraft parkour, but also at the same time, I only play Minecraft. The only other game I play is Persona 1, and I don't actually play that game. I just used to play that game, and that game takes no skill. I mean, no like you know, no like, it does take skill. It takes strategy. It's a strategy game. It's not a like physical, you have to be quick and like aim and stuff. No, it's full strategy. There's not really anything else to it besides strategy. And I guess willpower, because sometimes it can be very tedious. Geometry Dash on sale right now? I am not buying Geometry Dash. If I bought it, not only would I not have time to play it, but I wouldn't play it anyways, even if I did get it. And I had time. Play Amori? I would love to play. I actually own Amori, but I've already watched like 5 playthroughs of it like 10 times. So like, it's not really, I don't think there's really a point of me playing it, but I might do it anyways. We'll see. I'll probably do it eventually. I mean, there was a big sale. What happened? What did you guys hear? Apparently it lagged. Oh, I died. I hate this level. I hate the alternating levels. Because I'm not patient enough of them. Oh yeah. I mean, there's not much else to it. I love Amori. It's one of my favorite games despite not playing it. And yeah. Cool game. Good game. I'll probably play it one day. What's the worst movie you've ever watched? I don't know. I feel like I've generally liked most movies I've watched. Worst movie I've watched in recent memory is Cabin in the Woods. Still an amazing movie though. It's just I've watched a bunch of better movies. Like I watched a bunch of other good movies. Cabin in the Woods was fun. Like it was a fun movie. I love all the creatures. Like that was really cool. And that like I just didn't like the ending. The ending kind of sucked. Oh, we did all of them. I guess we can do the fast ones now. I've already played Undertale. I played it back when it was like popular. I don't even know how long ago that was. I don't know if I want to know how long ago it was. I haven't played Deltarune though. I haven't like played it or seen any playthroughs of it. I know next to nothing about it. Or can I watch a Minecraft movie squared in theaters? Definitely not. I was playing with Matt Lapita and Zeb. I actually realized I said his name wrong in the video, which is really embarrassing. Because it was even worse because while we were in VC, I was like, wait, how do you pronounce your name? And he like walked me through a whole thing to make sure I understood how to pronounce his name, and I still said it wrong in the video. But Matt Lapita. Yeah, they're fun to play with, they're cool. I think Matt Lapita kind of went into it with the intent, or with the belief that Molehunt, like I think he went a little too, I guess, sweaty, because I mean it makes sense, he's used to Manhunt, and Molehunt's a very similar name to Manhunt, so I think it makes sense that he thought it was a little sweatier than it was. But yeah, he was fun, and Zeb was cool too. They were both cool. I think they both made the video a lot better with their presence, which is all I can really ask for. And they're both pretty chill, so that's nice. The reason you revert to classic Molehunt rule set? Yeah, I mean, it was for the guests and also because I just miss the simplicity. I don't know. Teams is just too much for me to fully enjoy it. Also, remember back in the day when I used to always be mole? I haven't been mole in like so long. Like, it's actually been so long since I've been mole in a mole hunt. I remember people thought I was like rigging it for a while. People were like, there was some comments being like, this is obviously fake. He got mole 3 times in a row. And it was like, I think I even said in one of the videos like, this looks fake, because it did. But we get more mole hunt twist. I don't even know if we're gonna get more Piffin videos. You gotta wait on that, man. I remember checking my mole selection code to make sure that wasn't someone based on who joined first. That'd have been really funny if it was. I remember someone told me to rig the most recent hunt, so it was me and Matt Lucido's moles, which would have been really funny. But obviously, I'm not gonna actually rig it. But it would have been cool if we were both moles. I think I'm inviting more people to make guest appearances for moles in the future. I don't even know if there's gonna be moles in the future. If I do though, I mean maybe. I don't know who else I'm gonna invite. There's not really anyone else particularly that's like I know that I really look up to. Let me think. No, not really. I don't think there'd be anyone else I'd invite. I think mainly just the people that are currently in it. I don't think I've played a mole hunt since last year. You should invite everyone too. That would be a pretty cool invite, actually. I love the moment where he calls Colin Maxim, and then Cake and I just look at each other. That's probably in my like top 5 favorite moments in that video. I love that moment because it's like Cake and I both realizing like, oh yeah, this guy is guaranteed the mole. I just realized I should be doing standard and not expert. Ooh, 5-block jump, that's clean. First try. I remember watching Ham Sandwich's streams back in the day and seeing him do that, and I was like, what? How, you can do a 5-block jump without like speed or ice? And then he does that like every single time. He's consistent at it. I don't know. I can do it sometimes. I've never been consistent at it. He does it like 80% of the time or more. I never understood that. Yeah, I should get Ham Sandwiches in a mole hunt. That would be a cool guest invite. I don't know what he would do though. He would just like parkour. He would just be good at like escaping moles or like chasing people. He would probably, I don't think he's particularly good at PvP or anything. I mean, maybe he is, I don't know. I remember I joined that guy's stream once and he had this like, it looked like a freaking calculus equation written out. Like trying to calculate the perfect coordinate and area to look to do this one like jump. And it actually was absurd. It like, he like did math and then he just like lined himself up after doing all the math and did the jump first try. And it wasn't like a easy, like it wasn't like just a simple like 3-block Neo or something. It was like a jump around a like brick wall that's like extending out and then like turn and like land on like a glass pane that's like 1 pixel wide. And, like, I don't even know, man. Have you ever had Trader Joe's Takis? I've never eaten a Taki. I think I would die if I ate a Taki because they're spicy, and also I don't like eating colored stuff, I guess. I don't know. Like, what I mean by that is, like, I don't like the, like, when stuff is, like, artificially colored. Are you going to start updating your larger projects like Split the Pot and Project? I don't even know if those are happening. Project probably will never happen, realistically. I still have like 80% of the script written out, but Blake and I both have like a life, and that takes a lot of work. I doubt there'll be a time where we can do projects. The project's probably never going to happen. Maybe I'll make the script public eventually, I don't know. Split the Pot. We did a Split the Pot recording, but I didn't like it at all. If you want to see JDS recording, you can go and see it. He has on his channel. I didn't like it though because I wanted it to be a social thing and it was way too PvP based for me. And I'm not saying like the people that were in it did it wrong. The people were all PvP. No, I was totally part of it as well. I think it's just inherent in the rule set that's going to be more PvP based. So I want to adjust it if I do it again. Also, I want to make it known in public. I did not. The $1,000 thing was a joke. And I think JDF, I feel like when I watched his video, he made it seem like I was actually giving $1,000, which that was not a thing. It was a hypothetical $1,000. It wasn't real. I want to make that public because I do not have the type of funds to just be giving out $1,000. I'd like to make that public. I want to play it as if there was money on the line. Yeah, and that's how I want people to play it too. It's just, yeah. I don't know if people actually know that. Like, I don't know if people actually think I gave you $1,000. Ooh, you can't do that jump. Okay, but these are the only 1,000 hypothetical dollars. Ever. This should be more valuable. That is true. Actually, that's kind of flawed logic because, like I don't know, a freaking. That sounded like too deep for the intro for like half a second. The intro, like that first drum beat. I was like, is it J. Cole? But no, it's not J. Cole. I don't remember what I was saying. I got distracted. I didn't play it very seriously. I don't know if you could tell. I don't even remember what you did in Split the Pot, Dan. I think you're on like the like team that was like camping the end portal. I don't remember anything particularly you did. Oh yeah, you got like killed by the dragon or something. Like the Redevius tried to like mace you or something, and then like the dragon swooped in. And then I got your like god apple or something. At what point do you make Piffin coin as a currency? Never. Snowy's challenge. Yo, Blake and I had two freestyle battles in Cheap Life. Maybe I'll put this on my second channel eventually because they're both pretty funny. He finally got his rap battle that he always wanted since Time Life. We ever do Pin Games 2? I already did Pin Games 2! It's not public though, at least yet. I think someone's making a video on it. Like I said, I think Pin Games, at the very least the production value is much higher than the first Pippin games. And I think it went, I think you could say it either went the same or better than the first one. I think I would argue for it going better, but I'm sure there'd be people that would argue the first one was better. But I think I'd argue the second one was better. And the second one was 32 people instead of 24, so it was like, the games are a lot deadlier, which is nice. Like, I don't want to spoil anything in case the video does come out, but in the first games, like, by the start of the third game, only like 4 people were dead or something. But in the second games, half of the lobby was dead by the third game. I'm making a video, I just need to like lock in. You should do that, Dan. I would love to see your video. And maybe I'll make a video on it one day, but probably not. I enjoyed Pim Games 1 more. Well, I guess that makes sense. I translated get off my... Oh, translate... Yeah, I mean, that, I can't say that. That's like almost a bad word. I died. Piffin died first? Why? Why would I have died first if it was my event? I read that wrong. That's why he's gray. Yeah, that's true. Hope you can be your full-time job someday. That would be cool. Man, I'm keep falling. Become Piffin Destroyer parkour courses. Not Destroyer, I am parkour. Why would I destroy parkour if I am parkour? Oh, that just makes no sense. Wait, the bouncing bonbon. If you replaced the B in bonbon with D's, and then replace the O's with A's, it would be the Dan Dan. That's pretty crazy. If you added the word plush to the end, it would be Dan and plush. Is there a third Piffin games? It would likely be the third Angry Birds movie. Yeah, it probably would be. I actually have like 3 or 4 game ideas for a hypothetical Piffin Games 3. And I think they're all actually really interesting, so maybe one day, I don't know. Man, Udtorn is freaking evil in both Piffin games, but more evil in the second Piffin games. He was actually messed up. I think one of the most... You guys know that, oh, what is his name? The guy with the face cam, live series, he does the live series, he does a ton of live series videos, he has a face cam, he made songs. He's like Zippy Dip, it's like Zip Zorsky or something. Do you guys know that like one final death? Where he's like, no, don't kill me, and he's on like half a heart for like 2 minutes running away. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, because it's kind of, I think it's just a thing in Dinner Doodles that we talk about. I don't know if it's known beyond that. But there's this one death in Piffin games that's like just as tragic, if not more tragic than that death. Actually, I don't think it can be more tragic. I don't think anything can be more tragic than that death, but it's like just as tragic as that death. That is actually probably like top 5 favorite live series clips from any live series, because it's so stupid and so funny. For those of you that haven't seen it, the very basic explanation of it is he's like, he just starts getting crit out, and he goes down to like half a heart, and he's running away. He's like, please, please don't kill me. I've never made it to finale. Please don't kill me. I want to make it to finale. And the other guy's like, I feel evil today, or he's just like stupid like that. And then everyone around him's like, oh, don't kill him, don't kill him. But they're not actually like interfering. They're just like, oh, don't kill him. And then like he like keeps tripping over blocks for like 50 seconds. The other guy just can't catch up to him. And it's like watching an injured deer try to limp away from like a cheetah. And eventually, he's like, please, I don't want to be out. And remember, he's a face cam on for all of us, so it's like 10 times more dark. You can see his like pained face. And then finally, he like gets caught on a block, and the guy hits him with an axe, and he dies. And he's like, no, you took me out of the series. And then the final death animation plays, and he starts floating up into the air. All these particles are surrounding him. and then he like puts his like hands on his face. It looks like he's like sobbing into his hands, and then the death animation, final death animation, takes about 20 to 30 seconds to play of just him like slowly like floats into the air into this big orb, and then all these smaller orbs start like flying into him that each do like half a heart to his health until he runs out of health after like 30 seconds, and then he final dies and all his loot falls to the ground. It's so funny. It's like so tragic, but it's probably the funniest clip in the live series I've ever seen. Sounds like LSR. This is so funny. Like you feel for him at the same time. You feel for him, but it's so funny. So it's like the random life final death animation. I think it might have been. That sounds familiar. I remember someone in the same series talking to me about it, and they're like, the final death animation took so long that you would figure out people final died before it said they final died in chat, because they would still be going through the animation. Someone would just be like, hey, Dandin went out. And he's like, oh shoot. And like 20 seconds later, you'd see the death message. It was so funny. I don't know who greenlit that final death animation. Hello, Pepin 380. Hello, interim name. Interim name. Interim name. Interim name. Green light final death, yes. Actually, if I was having a final death, the 5-minute final death animation. Okay, yeah. And I'm gonna miss it. It's tragic. You got it right the first time. Okay. I think it's bad. Scrack had people suspend the air for a minute, so you'd give a life to revive them before they actually final died. I hate when final deaths aren't instant. I agree, except for Charge Life. Charge Life is the exception, because that's just like the coolest final death animation I've ever seen. Besides Charge Life, I agree with you though. It's okay, we'll hold a final death in your honor. Heck yeah. Oh my gosh. Did you just discover the Hidden Pin 380 channel? I think so. Charge Life is creative and did it first, yeah. And also it just looks the coolest. Like, I don't think anyone ever made a final death animation that's cooler than Charge Life. I hated the multiverse sword. It looks so stupid to me. Some people like it, and if they like it, it's fine, but it looks so dumb to me. Like, I remember I was like talking about it to someone. I was like, dude, look at this final death animation. What is this? And like, actually, I think that looks pretty cool. And I was like, what? Like, I just couldn't comprehend it, but apparently a lot of people think it looks cool, so I can't talk on that. Oh my gosh, I like that. I think I made Dana Life white because like plush. It looked like stuffing. That's what I liked about it. It's like you like blew up a plushie. Because it's a chopping block. What? Shouldn't it be like an axe then? Oh, a sword. And also, it's like a stab. It's not like a chop. I appreciate this removal, not done it. Also, the animation was awesome. Was it really? Maybe I am alone in that opinion. That's like one of my least favorite final death animations I've ever seen. Actually, it looks so goofy though. I don't think it looks any more goofy than the sword. What I think someone should do is they should make the final death animation. What happens is you die, you turn into a sapling, and then the sapling grows into a tree. It's like an animation. We can see it like spreading out, and then when the tree gets to its full size, it blows up into a bunch of like wood particles that like surround it in like a 10 by 10 block radius, and then all of them like converge into the middle, and then there's an explosion in the middle, and then a unbreakable dead sapling is placed there. And I don't know what I'm talking about, but it would be cool. It would be cool. Someone get on that. Yeah, then an axe falls down from the sky and breaks the sapling. Get on it, PM. Man, I wish I could code stuff like that. I could actually just make the worst possible like life series ever. 3-hour final death animation. Wait, what if we did a final death animation that recreates the birth of like Earth and the moon? So like it starts as like a big thing, and then it gets hit by a comet, and then the moon forms, and then volcanoes form all over the Earth, and then like microorganisms start coming, and then they like become fish, and the fish like go onto land, and then like the dinosaurs, and then there's another meteor, and then like all of them die except for some like tiny mammals and stuff, and then they come out, and with no giant predators to hunt them down, they start like becoming more intelligent and branching out, and then they eventually become bipedal, and then they have all these civilizations and wars, and then eventually they create a computer, and then they play a Minecraft life series on the computer, and then you have the series that just happen again in the computer, and then you have the final death animation happen on that computer, and then you have it repeat. I think that would be cool. PM, get on that. We get crucified. Okay, no, imagine that though. You could make like, imagine like, that'd be a fire video idea, like the most offensive life series or something. It's like, you final die, like a cross come. No, I don't even want to say that. That would be so horrible. Holy crap. You got like Christianity life. I said, what did I say? Christianity life. There's like a Jesus roll where you can turn like water bottles into like a random potion, and you have like Frostwalker permanently. Oh my gosh, have you guys seen that meme where it's like all the Romans in the pool like laughing, and they're like, haha, like Jesus, oh come swim with us, and then she just like tries to jump in the pool, and then he just like can't get in the pool because he's walking on the water, so he just like breaks it. He's like desperately trying to get into the pool. He's like jumping on it trying to get in. He can't. Oh my god, that's so funny. I saw that like 8 years ago. I just really remember that. That would be one of my favorite videos on the internet. I have to find that again. I have to hunt that down. If you ascend, you go to the nether where you lose life. Oh wait, that's kind of a good idea. But yeah, like if you final die, you go to heaven or hell. And hell's just the nether, and then heaven's like the ether biome. Afterlife, right. Someone's probably done that or something similar. You don't know how mini runs or heaven helix SMP? I don't know if I'd call helix SMP heaven. Wait, it could be like a revive, like, it could be like, whoever wins the mini run gets a second chance or something, they get revived. Ooh, I found the skip. Yeah. I would not call BTC heaven either. Chipped cubes. I guess that's an accurate name for this one. Bandit life. I mean, that's closer than PTC, but I don't think it still is. Oh my. I freaking hate this idiot frog. I mean, I wish I'd listen to copyright music on stream. I'd love to just listen to like an album or my playlist or something. But nope. I gotta freaking listen to Epidemic Sound. I mean, at least this Epidemic Sound music is better than most Epidemic Sound music. Like, this is a nice little playlist we got going on, but at the same time. Yeah, no, the course names are strange. Would you name them instead? Like, this one could be the Piffin challenge. And then this next one could be called the Piffin hook. This one could be the Piffin ice. I am Iceman, I am Iceman, I am Iceman, I am Iceman, I am Iceman. I've been saying that for 100 days. Have I gotten close to like sounding like it yet? I think I have like 70% accuracy so far. I'm trying to get to at least 95% accuracy before the end of the year. Drink water, but my cup of water is empty, so I can't drink water. I am fireman, I am fireman, I am fireman, I am fireman, I am fireman. I only have 40% accuracy on that one. The only thing I've heard say good things about Iceman from him. I know, I swear that's... I mean, I don't want to say people are hating it just because it's a Drake album, but like, I feel like people are hating it just because it's a Drake album. I think it's the type of album that you have to give a chance to. I think it's a type of album that you can't just go in... I think if you go in expecting to hate it, you're gonna hate it. I think if you go into it with an open mind and actually pay attention, I think it's Drake's deepest project in years. I think if you actually pay attention to the lyrics, you can find actual value in them. And you can see like, oh shoot, wait, this is like, he's actually saying something. Like there's actually a meaning to this. Even if you might not agree with the meaning, like that's fine. You don't have to agree with it. And the production, I think like, objectively, the production is amazing. I think you can't even argue that. You can argue that like you don't like how he sounds, or you think he's corny or whatever. But I think objectively the production is amazing. Like I don't think you can argue that. But anyways, like you're entitled to your own opinion, so I'm not gonna say anything on that. But like, I really like it. I think it's my second highest album of 2026 so far. Which might be a little high. There has been a lot of good albums from this year that I haven't heard, so I might be missing out on some, but yeah. I watched the 10 kills video and heard me do a Piglet impression. That's perfect. What's the 10 kills video? What could the 10 kills video possibly be? I hope you realize how detrimental you've affected my vocabulary and sense of humor. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. I will admit that one Shebang song, the lyrics are kind of bad on that one. I keep seeing like Shebang, but the beat is Hickory Dickory Dock or whatever, and it's like it really does fit for like that song is not great. I'll give you guys that. And, or neither is Little Birdie. Little Birdie's kind of bad, and the one other one that's after Little Birdie with the like that one's kind of bad too. Those three are not great, but everything else is really good. Number one album of 2026 for me so far is Fall Off, and it's not that close. Fall Off is for me kind of far ahead everything else as of now. I'm gonna be honest, Fall Off might be my favorite, or at least top 3 albums of the 2020s for me so far. But I am a J. Cole Glazer, so take my opinion with a grain of salt. Oh my god, I swear that's luck based, or I just have to click space faster, I don't know. You should watch All Found Us in Woven Worlds? I already saw Woven Worlds. Wouldn't it be because if I donate $1, it would be really crazy, because I don't have monetization enabled on this channel. What? Did you guys see that? Wait. Yo! Wait. Where is he? Do you guys see that? Good, wait. Good, wait, what's his username? Where is it? Wait, where is it? It's gone now. It was like, I can't see it anymore. It was like Good Night Stars or something. I thought it was like It looked almost like Good Times with Scar, and I was like, oh yeah, there it is, Good Night Star. Yeah, I thought that was crazy. I thought your name said Good Times with Scar, and I was like, yo, is he in slot? Like, that was crazy. The chipped cubes. The checker barn. Who decided to name this the checker barn? What are they checking for? I can't. What could they possibly be checking for at the barn? The duo chain. What is the duo? Would you like to explain to me what the duo is? What's this going to be called? The iron hurdles? What am I herding? There's no cattle here. What could I possibly be herding? Don't even show me this next one. I don't even want to see it. Oh, I can't. XMJ's gold? I don't want to go for that one. Oh, that should have been a 5-block. Why didn't I see this till now? Probably because I did not ping. This is a hidden stream only very few people know about. This might be Minecraft's rarest stream. The wind is very strong today. That's like almost the name of my next album, or at least the idea for the name I have for my next album. I don't know how you knew that, JDF. Because I've not ever mentioned that to anyone, but you almost got it like directly on the head. Luther was slain by llama? Are you just saying that, or do you know the lore? Oh, I have a second channel called that, don't I? There's actually earlier lore behind that, and I was like, how would you know that? There's like lore from 2022 about that. There's lore from 2024 about that, and then there's like another lore from 2024 about that. So you could have been referencing like 3 different things, but obviously you're probably referencing the video, which would make sense. I actually have quite a history of being slain by llamas. Okay, wait, so I think they patched this. I think this is not a thing you can do anymore. Man, that sucks. That was such a, like... That was, like, kind of integral to how I played these, but I can't do it anymore. Is anyone in here my biggest fan? I am. Ethan Mick Calmont 5174. I've been watching your channel for years. The Sandy Junction. The tiny inclines. Well, maybe tiny for one giant is large for an ant. The Eating Sweet. What kind of name is that? The Eating Sweets? That might be the worst name for one of these courses I've ever seen. The Swapping Canes. They're not. I guess they are like swapping sides. You could have just called them like the Mirrored Canes, or you could have just called them literally anything else besides the Swapping Canes. Oh, I died. Do you know about the guy who names account Pun 380? I don't. Unless you mean like YouTube account. I do know the guy that made the YouTube account Pun 380, but if there's some guy that made a Minecraft username Pun 380, no, I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about the Minecraft account. I didn't even know there was one. The weaving cubes? These aren't weaving. They're like... What is those canes called? The swapping canes? Those were swapping cubes. You gotta at least stay consistent with your names. There should be the sweeping canes. I'm not a parkour pro. I am parkour. I am parkour. I mean, been before Mohan. I mean, I'm an OG. Kinda. I don't know if you're an OG, but you're like an OG. But not like an OG. You're like an OG. Kinda. You're like almost an OG. I am parkour. I am parkour. I am parkour. That's only 20% accuracy since I'm saying the wrong words. I'll have to work on that some more. I have to make the I am parkour. I have to make that sound more like Iceman. Like I have to change how that third word sounds in it, and then like stay consistent with that, and keep the same rhythm, and then maybe I'll be able to do it with more accuracy. Oh, that was a clean 360 into the portal. That's just this like 400 subs I locked in watching around LTO. LTO, that was, I think I hit, I know I hit 380 subs around LTO. So if you locked in around LTO, yeah, you probably came when I had about 400. Or earlier. I remember prior to Mulhan, I had like 660, I think. Or prior to the first Mulhan blip, and then prior to the second Mulhan blip, I had about 8k. And then now I have a little over 30k. I scream punched a guy, now I'm slowed. My mouse just does it sometimes, that wasn't my fault. The pillar path. I feel like that could be something with the sand or the cactus. I feel like pillars don't really have much to do with that. The cube snake? I don't know, man, I guess. The duo blink. What does that even mean? E-Bears challenge. So much need to play pole mine with him? What the freak is pole mine? The only person I felt sad when I passed him in subs was Galaxy Luke. Galaxy League gotta like have another 1 million view video. I need Galaxy League to be the king again. Everyone gets up to Galaxy League. Man, what's that one thing? Is it your diaphragm? I don't know what it is. I don't know anatomy well enough. That one thing hurts right now for some reason. I don't know why. It'll probably be alright though. Luke deserves more views. Perhaps. Actually, yeah, he does. I think most people in this community deserve more views. I'm Piffin? You're not Piffin. I'm Piffin. Or actually, no, I'm not. I'm Puffin. But Piffin's not here right now. Wait, don't they say that in the Backrooms movie or something? Aren't they like... What's the main guy's name? Clark's not here right now. Am I making that up? What movie did they say that? There's a movie where they're like, so-and-so's not here right now. Am I going insane? I might be going insane. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Because I don't even know what I'm talking about. Or is it like is it some like Disney movie? I don't even know. I don't know what I'm thinking about. We can't come to the phone right now. Is that like the Taylor Swift thing? I know what you're talking about, but not which movie it's from. Is the Backrooms movie any good? Yes. I would watch it if I were you. If you like horror or Backrooms or liminal spaces. Or even? Yeah, I mean, I guess those are the main things that you should probably like. Have you watched Obsession? No, but I've been meaning to. I keep seeing that one shot, the one picture of the girl covered in blood. I've seen that picture so many times. I don't know anything about it, but I keep seeing it everywhere. And I've seen it so many times, I'm like, man, I gotta watch this movie now. I guess if that's a marketing ploy, it's working. I even see that it's like those profile pictures. Like, it must be the most... If that scene isn't the best scene I've ever seen in cinema ever, I need like a refund or something. Even though I'm not gonna buy it probably, but like, what? I got lied back. That better be the best scene I've ever seen. Rip off Last Life Loki went hard. That's an old video, but yeah, that's one of my, that's what I would call one of my first great videos. Maybe I'm being, what's the word? Opposite of humble. Narcissistic, I guess? I don't think that's the word I'm looking for. That's definitely not the word I'm looking for. Man, I'm being... I don't know, you get what I'm saying. But that's one of my favorite videos for the time. Like, of the skills, editing skills I had at that time, I think that was a very good video. I really want to listen to this album with Luke, because I like to listen to a lot of albums with Luke, but the problem is, the only day he can do it is Sunday, and that's the day I'm moving to college. So it's like, I don't know if I'll be able to listen to it with him. I really want to listen to the album, so it's annoying. I guess we'll see. Maybe I'll be able to. I don't know. Probably not. Maybe. We're gonna listen to My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, which I've never heard. He's obviously heard it. He's like the biggest, he's a big Kanye fan. I've never heard it, but I know it's gonna be good. And we're also gonna listen to, Born Sinner, which is a J. Cole album. Which I think Born Sinner is one of J. Cole's most underrated albums. Might be a hot take, but I love Born Sinner so much. Born Sinner, the opposite of a winner. Sometimes I prefer like Cove. Born Sinner, opposite of a winner. I don't know if you've ever gotten this, but I really like how you say every. I've generally never heard it before you. Wait, what? How do I say every? Every? Is that not a normal way to say it? Every time every single one of them. I'm like trying to say sentences with every in them so I can hear I say it. Every time. Huh, maybe I do say it weird. That's interesting. Accents are so interesting. Because obviously you always are going to feel like that you yourself don't have an accent because you're used to how you sound or people around you sound, but obviously you do have an accent. Like everyone has an accent. So it's always so interesting. I don't think you have an accent. Everyone has an accent. My accent might be like similar to what you're used to, so you don't really hear anything like not what you're used to, but like everyone's got an accent. Like if we were like on the opposite side of the world and talking to people, then to them we would sound like we have a very strong accent, even though if they were to talk to us they would have a very strong accent. Yeah, this one's cool. I like this song. I mean, I've been told that like I have a distinctive voice, which obviously I can't really tell because my voice is like my voice, so I'm used to it. But it's interesting. Man, I'm so tired. What time is it? It's 10:33? Maybe I should go to bed. I should probably go to bed. Maybe I'll end stream here. Goodbye, stream. I'm gonna go to bed now. Good night. Bro, it'll be my last stream in a long time, so enjoy the last 10 seconds of this one. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the last 10 seconds. Goodbye.